Hi all, today in this video we are going to see link state routing algorithms. In the last video I have given the introduction about the routing algorithms, what is routing and why we need algorithm for routing. The link state also can be called as Dijkstra's routing algorithm. This is one of the famous routing algorithms in the networks, and all of us should know how the cheap and best path, that is whichever is used in our Google Maps, uh, is executed actually practically. So in this video we will see how to execute the Dijkstra's algorithm and how to calculate the shortest path with the help of the routing table. Yes, what is Dijkstra? Why it is named so is it is named with the inventor's name. That is, Dijkstra is the inventor who invented this algorithm. So it is named as Dijkstra's algorithm. This is used to find the shortest path. If you take a network from a node to all the other nodes in the network, it helps us to find the shortest and the cheapest path. That is the use of our Dijkstra's routing algorithm. Yes. Net topology, link cost known to all nodes. Accomplished via link state broadcast, all nodes have same information. Yes, once we calculate this topology, it will be there. The information will be there in the all the nodes. So iteration after k iteration, known least cost path to k destinations. So after all the iterations gets over, after all the iteration, if we have k nodes in a network, so k iteration should be done. Once all the k iteration gets over, we will be having the least cost path from the source node to all the other nodes in the network. So what is the use of Dijkstra's algorithm is it computes least cost path from one node to all other nodes in the network. Yes, so these are the notations which is used. It is cost of x comma y. It is nothing but the link cost from the source to the destination, to that is to every node in the network, and d of v is nothing but current value of the cost from the source to the destination, and p of v is predecessor of the destination. So before the destination, whichever is the node is there, that is whichever node is there, that is called predecessor. And n dash is set of nodes whose least cost path is definitely known. So whatever nodes for which the set of nodes for which we have calculated the cost path will come into the set called n dash. Yes, this is Dijkstra's algorithm. So initially in n dash only one node will be there, that is called source node. For all the nodes we have to assume u as the source node, and for all nodes v, since the aim of Dijkstra's algorithm is to calculate the shortest path from the source, that is source node u, to all the other nodes. So all the other nodes will be considered as the v. So for all nodes v, if v is adjacent to u, if every node, whatever nodes are there, if every node is directly connected to u, that is neighboring node. If it is directly connected, obviously it will be adjacent to u. If every node in the network is directly connected to u, then we have to just directly write the cost of u comma v, whatever is the cost. If we don't know, if the source node is not directly connected to any of the node in the network, then we have to make it as infinity. Clear? I'll explain with the diagram so that you can understand easily. See, this is node 1. Okay, or else we will keep it as u. This is source node, and this is node 1. We will assume this is node 2, node 3. So 1, 2, 3 are all called directly connected nodes. They are adjacent to you, directly connected nodes. The cost is 1, here 2, it is also 2, and the cost from 2 to 4 is 1. So d of v. So what is the d of v here? D of v is nothing but, what are the destination nodes? What are the nodes in v? 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the other nodes which we call it as v. The source node is u. What is d of 1 here? V is nothing but one of the nodes. So d of 1 is equal to, since it is directly connected, 1. D of 2 is equal to, we have the condition, if v is adjacent to u, yes, 2 is adjacent to u. So I can write the cost directly. What is the cost? 2. So d of 2 is equal to 2. D of 2 is equal to 2. And what is the cost of d of 3? D of 3 is also equal to 2. Okay. Then what is the cost of d of 4 now? Is it directly connected? We have condition that v should be adjacent to u. Then only you can write the cost directly. Since this node 4 is not directly connected to u, we cannot go with this condition. So what we have to do? We have to make it as infinity. D of 4 is equal to infinity. Next. So if we don't know the cost of d of 4, what we have to do? We have to enter into the loop. So what we have to do? Find w which is not in n dash. Find some intermediate node which is not in n dash such that d of w is minimum. Okay, we have to find one of the intermediate nodes to reach 4. Okay, whichever is minimum. See, if you take this network 1, 2, 2, which is the minimum, which neighbor, which node is connected with the minimum cost? Obviously this one, node 1. So we have to select this intermediate node as w. W is equal to 1. Add w to n dash. So we have to add u comma 1, node number 1. Clear? Okay. Next, update d of v for all v adjacent to w and not in n dash. So what we have to do? We have to check with all the nodes. Okay, update d of v. We have to write with the d of v. We have to calculate the distance of all the nodes. If we pass through this node called 1, what is the cost? Whichever is minimum, whichever paths are minimum, whichever path is minimum, that should be considered as the best path. Clear? So first node is 1. Already it is there. So no need to go to that. Next, this is the shortest path to reach node number 1 to u. So there is no other way to reach other than this path. Because if you see here, there is no other path. So this is the best path. Next, from u, what is the next node? The next node is 2. From u through 1, that is through the intermediate node 1, because we have chosen the intermediate node as 1 now. So from u through 1, do we have any path? We have to check. We will modify the network as like this. We have one more path which is directly connected between 1 and 2. There is a connection. We will mention the cost as 2. Between 1 and 2, the cost is 2. Okay. Now we will come to the problem. That is, from u through 1 to the destination 2. Do we have any path? Yes, we have. So 1 plus 2. It is 3. Previously what we said? The distance from the source to the destination node 2 is 2. The cost to reach from the source node u to the destination 2 is 2. Now we have checked if we pass through the intermediate node 1 to the destination 2, what is the cost? Now we are saying that it is 3. Whether that should be updated or the path whichever we found earlier should be updated. So how can we decide this? The cheapest one should be always there. Since the previous calculation, the value is minimum, so we have to maintain the same. So we will say that we will decide that u is from u to reach destination 2. Let the cost be 2. Let this path be there. Because if you come through 1, it is 3. So from u to v, from u to 2, this is the best path. Direct path is the best path. Next, what is the next node? It is 3. So from U through 1, through intermediate node 1, do we have any path to 3? No. So we have to maintain the same cost, that is d of 3 is equal to 2. Next, what is the next node? 4. So from U to 4 through 1, do we have any path? No, we don't have any path. So we are going to maintain it as infinity. Since 1 is not directly connected to 4, we are not going to use this. So it will be same. Like this, we have to iterate. Next we have to, this is the first iteration. What is the second iteration? Then we have to, among these two links, we have to check which is minimum. Here both are 2. So what we have to do? We have to take any one of them. Both are same. So we have to select the next intermediate node, that is 2. Now W will be 2. So here I am adding to n dash 2, node number 2. Node number 2. Then I have to check with all the nodes. From U through 2, do we have any path? If we have any path, we have to find the cost from U through 2 to that destination, and we have to compare with the old cost. If it is less, we have to update. If it is not less, then we should leave it. So this is how Dijkstra's algorithm works. First we have to calculate the direct path, cost of the direct path. Then we have to find all the possible paths. So if the alternative path is minimum, we have to update. If it is not minimum, then we should not update. See, d of v is equal to min of d of v. This d of v is nothing but whichever we calculated directly. If it is directly connected, comma, d of w plus cost of w comma v. What is this w? It is intermediate node. So from u to 1 and 1 to 2. D of w is nothing but u to 1 is cost 1 and cost of w comma v. What is the cost from 1 to 2? It is 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So min of d of v. What was the cost of d of 2? It is 2. Min of 2 comma. So 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So which is minimum value here? It is 2. So this path is the best path from U to 2. This is how Dijkstra's algorithm works. Like this we have to do for all the nodes. Now we have done for d of 2. Right? So like this we have to do for d of 3 and d of 4. We'll see with the example so that you can understand easily. Yes. So this is the example network. I have explained with the a small network in the previous slide. Here we have little larger network with 4 plus 2, 6 nodes. If you see this diagram, yes. See here, you have to take, this is the tabular column which you have to make to calculate the routing table. As we said, n dash, and initially n dash should have only the source node. Initially n dash should have only the source node. So source node is u here. So we have mentioned as u. What is the first step? As we said in the algorithm, first we have to check whether it is source node is adjacent to the destination. So we have mentioned all the nodes. All the other nodes are w, x, v, y and z. So v, w, x, y and z is there. So for every node we have to calculate the distance of v from the source node. So distance of v from the source node and the previous node to reach the destination. So for all the nodes like this we have to take. Okay. So from u, this destination v is directly connected. Is it adjacent to u? First we have to check. Check this. U and v are directly connected. It is adjacent. What is the cost? It is 7. So you can write it as 7. And x, yes, it is directly connected. The cost is 5. And y is not directly connected. So you have to mention it as y. And w is directly connected. So 3. Z is also not directly connected. So I will mention it as z. Clear? Sorry, infinity. Yes, as I said, it is there. Infinity and infinity. Next. So in this values, you have to see which is minimum. If you see the value W is minimum. That is 3 is minimum compared to 7 and 5. So I have to take the node W I have to add W in N dash now. Okay. So I'll be adding W in N dash. See W in N dash. And now I have to check whether from U to the destination V through W do any alternate path exist. So from U to V through W, that is through W, from U through W to V any alternate path exists. Yes. So what is the cost? From U to W it is 3. From W to V it is 3. So 6. Already what is the value found here? It is 7. Is it lesser than the previous value? Yes. So we have to update. So we have to update as 6 comma W. Why this W? Because this is the previous node to reach V. This is the previous node to reach V. Through W only we are reaching V from U. So from U to W, then W to V. The value is, the cost is 6. So 6 is updated. Then what is the next node? W. Since W is added, we cannot go with this. Then X. So from U through W to X, do we have any path? Yes. 3 plus 4, 7. What is the cost? 7. So previously, what is the cost found here? It is 5. 7 is greater than 5. So I am not going to update the new value. Next comes Y. So see Y. So from U through W to Y, any path exists? Yes. 8 plus 3, 11. So previously it was infinity. Instead of infinity, 11 is less. So compared to infinity, 11 is less. So I am writing 11. And what was the predecessor node or previous node? It was W. So I am giving as W. Then from U to through W, any path exists to reach Z? No. So I am maintaining the same infinity. Next, what I have to do? I have to compare again these 3 values. Whichever is lesser, that node should be taken. So if you take only this value is lesser, and I have to take the node X and add in N dash. So as I said, I am adding X and X in N dash. Now from U through X to V, any path exist? From U through X to V, any path exist? No. So I will maintain the same. Then from U, already W and X is over. That's why it is red circled, because X and U are moved to N dash. If it is not in N dash only, you have to do the iteration. Okay. So only now V, Y, Z are not in N dash. So only for those nodes we have to do the iteration. So from U through X, from U, yes, through X to Y, do we have any path? From U through X to Y, yes, we have. What is the cost? 7 plus 5. So 7 plus 5 is 12. So I am seeing here. So actually we have added U. So to reach this X, what is the best path we said? The best path is previous node U, that is 5. 5 plus 7. So now we have added X. So from U through X to Y, the cost is 12. But the previous value was 11. So I am not going to update it. Next, from U through X to Z. Do we have any path? Yes, we have. What is the cost? 9 plus 5, 14. Instead of compared to infinity, 14 is less. So I am updating 14 comma X. Next, among these three values, we have to compare whichever is minimum, which is minimum value, which node is having minimum value. So Y is minimum. So I am going to add node Y in N dash. See, I am going to add node, sorry, V6 is minimum. So I am adding node V in N dash. Next, so from U, only left out nodes are now Y and Z. So from U to Y through V, any path exists? From U to Y through V, any path exists? Yes, we have. That is 7 plus 4, 11. Already 11 is there, so no need to update. Next, from U through V to Z, any path exist? No. There is no direct path between V to Z, so no need to update. Yes, so same thing is maintained. Next, yes, one more correction here. As I said, from U to V, V to Y. To reach V, which is the best path we said, so we have to take that one. To reach V, the best path is through W. So from U to W, W to V is the best path we said. So 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10 will be updated here. Since 10 is lesser than W, I am updating 10 comma V. Next, among these two values, whichever is minimum, that we have to add in N dash. So 10 and 14, if you compare, 10 is less, so I am adding Y in the N dash and I am checking the iteration now. Only Z is there remaining. So from U through Y to Z, any path exists? So what we said, which is the path, which is the best path to reach Y, first we have to check. To reach Y, the best path we said is through V. To reach V, what is the best path we said? To W. So U to W, W to V and V to Y and Y to 2. How much cost? How much is the cost we have to calculate first. So U to W is 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 2, 12. Is it lesser than the previous value? Previous value is 14. Yes, it is lesser. So I will be updating as 12 and the previous node will be Y. Clear? So if it is less, whichever node I have added in N dash, that will be obviously as the previous node. So 12 comma Y. So if you check, finally we have done with all the cheapest path that exists between the source and all the nodes, all the destination nodes. Now we have to calculate the routing table with the help of this. How we can calculate? See, this is the graph and let me draw the diagram here so that the routing table here you can understand easily. Yeah, this is the routing table. So from U to all the nodes I have to take. That is, the nodes are V, W, X, Y and Z. This is destination nodes and this is cost and this is previous nodes. Okay. Next. So to V, what is the cost? It is 6. And what was the previous node? W. And from U to W, what is the cost? 3. And how to reach? It is through U. Previous node is U. And X, it is 5. And the previous node is U. And to Y, it is 10. And the previous node was Y. Sorry, V. It is V. Next, to Z, it is 12. And the previous node is Y. This is called routing table. With the help of this, how can we draw the shortest path tree is? See here, from U to V. To V, how can we reach? We said to V through W is the cheapest path. So first I have to go to W and from W to V. So what is the cost to reach W? It is 3, and to reach V is 3. Next, how will we reach W? It is directly connected, so W. Then X, how we are going to reach? Through U. So U also directly connected, so X. X, what is the cost? It is 5. And Y. Y, how can we reach Y? Through V, we said. So we have to connect the node Y to V. Then what is the cost from V to Y? It is 4. So I am updating 4. How to reach Z? Through Y, we said. Previous node is Y. So we have to connect Y with the Z. So what is the cost Y to Z? It is 2. So this is the shortest path tree. This is shortest path routing algorithm. This is shortest path tree. If this question is asked, you have to first calculate this table, step by step iteration we have to do. Then with the help of this iteration, we have to calculate the routing table. With the help of this, you can draw the shortest path tree. Yes, whatever I have drawn, it is there. The same thing, it is there. So this is how the Digikstars algorithm works. With this, I am ending this video. Thank you. Bye.